And I told her, I don't want the child in this settlement. I don't want it. But, I mean, that's also the day I became a single father.
Nath, we've started recording.
Oh, yeah, I know. The time is right. We're feeling tight. Let's have a drink or two.
Down, down.
The cans are cracked. The boys are back. We're gonna talk shit at you.
Down, 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 down.
Small town drunks. Small town drunks.
Hello. Welcome to Small Town Drunks. I'm Mike.
I'm Nath.
We're a couple of drunk idiots.
Yeah.
Well, we will be by the end of this.
Oh, I think you already are.
I've had a beer.
He's had a beer.
Rowdy Mike. This is a podcast where a couple of drunk idiots talk about all things nerdy, movies, video games, comics, TV shows.
Crap we like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then once we're drunk, we answer questions from our nearest and dearest.
Yeah.
I've coined that phrase for something. I've said that a lot today, haven't I?
Yeah, you have. You've just texted me saying
yeah,
it.
and I just said it again.
Was in that text.
I'm feeling very lonely.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Sorry. I'll keep my crushing loneliness to myself.
Moving on.
What are you drinking, Nate?
So I am drinking beer-wise.
So I am drinking.
I am human.
Nathan couldn't make it, so I had to bring the robot in.
The fucking sex robot.
Yeah. Like I've just drawn a beard on my sex robot.
Yeah. Why have you given it my voice? That's weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
What is my existence? I'm drinking Adnam's dry hopped lager.
That's one of your favourites, right?
It's one of my favourites.
Cool. We just shotted Famous Grouse because
we're fucking 17th million times.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through that bottle, by the way.
Check the Twitter. You'll see how big the bottle is. We're drinking it for the next 10 years.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
What are you drinking beer wise?
At the moment I'm drinking Punk. No, I'm not. I'm drinking Brewdog Dead Pony Club.
You were drinking Punk IPA, weren't you?
No, I will be drinking Punk IPA.
Yeah, we've got a few around.
Yeah.
I've got a can of Punk on the go.
Yeah, they've just kind of scattered themselves. Yeah. You'd think we would be more organised.
No, they're just sort of everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am actually going to take you on what you said earlier, though. Can I have some lime?
Yeah,
going to
make lime top on that.
I'm going to make it a little. I don't know if I'm just about to ruin a really nice beer by putting like.
I was thinking that because I got a bottle of lime cordial, to maybe spice things, or not spice
things up with some lime.
With some lime.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know how I like it.
Let me take a little sip.
Blow foam everywhere on your nose.
It's all right.
Does it because these are craft beers, aren't they?
Yeah, I think we should have done this when we were drinking Budweiser, and not when we're drinking real beers.
You put a top on something that maybe isn't, sweet enough.
Yeah. But... Anyway, what you been playing? No, that was wrong. What you been watching?
What I've been watching. Well, yeah, that's a better one because I haven't actually really been playing anything of note.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go through. I watched 3 films at the weekend.
Whoa, aren't you a big boy?
Yep. I'm going to go through them in order which I liked them.
Was it Princess Diaries 1, Princess Diaries 2, and She's the Man?
You're fucking out of your mind if you don't think that Princess Diaries 2 isn't the best Princess Diaries.
I once took my girlfriend to see that when I was 15.
Oh, so did I.
Hey, no way.
No, your girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Burn.
Yeah, okay, so what are you saying? What have you been watching?
So I watched Keanu.
Oh, yeah, the
Key and
Peele one.
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was all right. To say it's the least of those favourite of those films. So I'm going from least to my favourite.
Oh, of the 3 you watched.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
to say it's the least. These aren't bad films.
Okay. So you enjoyed all 3 of the films.
Yes.
But you enjoyed Keanu the least.
Yes.
This is why you said it first.
Yes.
That was. Wow.
Program me better, bitch.
Yeah. Sorry, man. So I apologise, audience.
Yeah. Me
too. So it's
pretty good. It's like an elongated. If you've ever watched Key and Peele the sketches, I've shown you.
Yeah. Aaron.
Yeah. It's like a sketch drawn out. So basically, there's a kitten that goes around and like everyone falls in love with it as soon as they see it.
Right.
And Key and Peele are playing these 2 sort of straight edge dudes.
Yeah.
And basically they get mixed in like gang violence because like a bunch of gang leaders want the cat.
Right. Okay.
And they they're gonna do anything to get their cat back.
Okay. They want their pussy back.
And yeah.
Is that a joke that comes up in it?
I don't think so. I don't think they stoop so low to make any pussy jokes. It's just dumb motherfuckers like you making jokes like that. I'm so aggressive today. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. You're going to lose this fight tonight. I'm pumped, man.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah, I'm real
You've been
pumped.
texting me all day.
Yeah, I'm.
Just saying nearest and dearest.
Yeah, over and over
again.
All right, what else you been watching?
So next on the list was T2.
Oh wait, sorry. Did you start a timer?
I started a timer.
All right, T2.
Trainspotting 2.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Terminator.
Terminator 2. No.
Yeah, Trainspotting 2. Right, so I'm a huge fan of Trainspotting 1.
Same.
Any good? I haven't seen T2. I've got it to watch. I haven't seen it.
My biggest worry was that it was going to be a sequel for the sake of being a sequel.
Yeah,
and
okay.
To some extent, maybe part of it is, but they play on that fact, I believe.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a film about nostalgia. It's a film about the old days.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because they've all kind of moved on.
They've all aged. They're all in their 40s, mid-40s. It plays off a lot of the first film and, you know, what they were doing. But they've obviously all moved on, grown up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you obviously see that they kind of want to go back to doing what they were doing, being sort of like 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
Just like not having a care in the world. Boyle directed it again. It's very stylish. Lots of like cutaways to, you know, weird like scenes going on. And like,
I love Danny Boyle. He's probably my favorite director.
Yeah.
Because I also, mainly because he's so diverse.
Mm.
Like, his 5 best films are essentially all different genres.
They're
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would say check it out because it's not just a sequel that's going like, well, the fans want more and we're going to make money off it, so let's just do another one.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's got other source material for it to be based off because Irvin Walsh
it's
did
Porno, right?
Porno,
It's
yeah.
the book it's
I
based
don't think it solely follows the story of Porno.
Right,
I think
okay.
it takes some elements of that, some elements of Trainspotting. They used a lot of like stock footage, obviously, from the first film. But it is really cool. I recommend checking it out.
Right.
And the last thing I watched, which was my favorite thing, is It, Stephen King's It, that came out last year.
The new one.
The new one.
Oh, man. I haven't seen it.
Creepy as shit.
Is it good, yeah?
Creepy as shit. I'm a huge Stephen King fan.
Right.
But they stick very close to source material without going OTT.
Yeah.
I have watched the original miniseries, which everyone thinks is a film, by the way.
But it's not. It's a TV thing, isn't it? Yeah. The Tim Curry one.
I watched it when I was young because everyone was like,
you know what?
Scary
I watched it when I was young. It scared the crap out of me because the most terrifying. I don't know if it's the same in the new one, but in the TV thing, adults can't see him. He like lives in the imagination of the children.
It's that same premise.
Yeah. So there's kind of scenes in the original one where Pennywise is there.
Yeah.
But like the adults are very unaware of it.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
That's terrifying.
There's
as a child watching that, you're going, fuck, there's no one that can help. There's literally
no adults to tell.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that when I'm at work.
Yeah.
There's no adults to tell because we're all adults. And what am I supposed to do?
I've already forgotten. Did I ask you if you started a timer?
Yes.
Did you start a timer?
Yeah, we're about 6.5-ish.
I've had a
minutes
beer.
in. Yeah, no, you have.
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the new It, good.
Check it out. It's amazing.
It's on my list as well.
It's like it's creepy. It's not over the top, like gory. It sticks very close to the source material.
Yeah.
Like little elements of that, like the adults can't see him, but mainly it revolves around the group of kids. It's got Finn Wolfguy from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
All the kids in it are fantastic.
Yeah.
We're truly living in an age of films where we just make the children do all the work.
And they're better than us.
They're better than us.
Yeah.
Check out It. Those are the 3 films I watched over the weekend.
Nice,
Didn't
man.
really play anything. You go. Now you go.
Now I go.
Yeah.
Now you go.
Now you go.
You know what? I haven't watched much.
What's the fucking point then?
Yeah, I
What's
know,
the
right?
Point of this
I don't know. Did I talk about Transformers on the last one we recorded?
about how shit the new one is.
Yeah.
I think.
Have I done
did.
that? All right. Transformers last night.
We at least talked about it.
I don't know if we talked about it on air, so I'll do it real quick. But Transformers the last night.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I didn't finish it. Like unwatchable, and I am a bit of a sucker for the. I really like the first one.
The first film's great.
Yeah, and the second and third I would put on for an easy watch on a Sunday afternoon. I was a bit of a sucker for them.
Yeah.
And even I couldn't finish this latest one. Just terrible. Just fucking awful. Don't waste your time on it. It's shit.
All right. Well, there we go. Strong words from Mike.
Yeah, so I haven't been really watching a lot. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. You know?
Oh, that's ironic.
Yeah. I've become a listener to but I don't know. That's not really part of the thing. So I don't know.
Name a few podcasts. Go on.
Well, they're
Yeah? No? All right, don't then.
No, one specific one I listened to that I really enjoyed is it's a podcast called Do Go On.
Okay.
And basically in it, there's 3 of them, and each week someone presents a report on something.
Okay.
On like an event that happened or a famous person or something.
Yeah.
And the one I listened to was about the Hindenburg.
Okay.
The airship that blew up. And but they started off on the history of what an airship is and then like the sort of what the Hindenburg did and then how it blew up and all that. Just interesting, man. Like.
So it's like a historical based podcast.
But very funny.
Oh,
I think the three
Humorous.
people on it are all comedians.
Oh, okay.
Or at least sort of semi-professional comedians.
Yeah.
Like, I then listened to one about the Jonestown Massacre and
I love the Jonestown Massacre.
I didn't think any podcast would be able to make me laugh out loud about something with the word massacre in its title.
Yeah.
But this did.
It's a pretty funny massacre.
Yeah. I don't think we talked about it. We played Gang Beasts.
We played it a little bit, last time.
Yeah,
you were over.
with our friend Joe, who's.
We did. No, that was
we played it quite a lot with Joe.
Yeah,
which is going to pop up. I mean, Gang Beasts is by no means a new game, but it's a lot of fun, right?
Oh yeah, it's very fun.
Like very simple controls, but
little toddling idiots just like slap each other.
Couch co-op,
it's a very easy couch co-op game as well. You can have like people screaming behind you and pushing you, but it doesn't detract from what you're playing, you know.
Yeah, and we sort of is it that time?
It's shop time, yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, we were playing Gang Beasts as part of sort of pre-drinking before we went out.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And also, you could pass it around a room.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If there was, say, 10 of you, 4 of you could play, then you could pass it on, 4 more could play.
Yeah.
And the rounds are quick enough that
it's very arcadey, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's no progression or anything like that. It's just like jump on, beat each other up.
Yeah. And everyone could play it. I mean, even people who don't play a lot of video games could get the hang of it fairly quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You just mash buttons and stuff.
So I'd say that was pretty fun.
That was a fun game, yeah.
So, you said you haven't. Oh,
I haven't really been playing.
I've got really into Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
There is something about it that's just very immersive. Like, you're running along, like, a biplane flies over you, bombs some people, then a tank comes over, and then someone blows the tank up, and stuff like. There's airships in it, talking about the Hindenburg. But when you shoot the enemy airship down, it crashes into the play area. And then the skeleton, and then it blows up, and then the skeleton of it becomes part of the battlefield.
So it remains.
So it doesn't ghost out, it doesn't disappear.
That's cool. That is cool.
And there's like an attack and defend mode, and each team, like, you get 3 attacks.
Yeah.
But the damage to the environment stays from attack 1 to attack 2.
Okay.
So it almost becomes harder to defend because they blow down more of the walls.
Yes.
And stuff. There's less cover for you to hide behind.
Right. Okay.
So by like attack 3, you're almost on just like a level battlefield where like all the buildings are knocked down.
What was a level battlefield?
Yeah.
The name of the game.
Yeah. But, Battlefield 1's great, man. I think like you played it a little bit. With
I
us.
played a little bit. Yeah.
As a PC gamer, you play a bit more. You play some more realistic first-person shooters?
I'm not overly keen on first persons in general. I mean, the only thing is I play Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, and that's fairly realistic. But it has that same kind of thing you were talking about. So, like, it's really great to play a first-person shooter, especially a war game. And like you said, all that's going on around you. So you got guys in planes, guys in tanks, and you don't
explosions
say,
going
that's
off.
It.
Like
you don't say. Don't have that so much. On Vietnam.
I know what you're gonna say.
But the napalm.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say it. The fucking
just like
so. That's the when I'm talking about an airship crashing in front of you and blowing up.
Yeah,
you're talking about like watching a plane drop napalm across half the map.
Exactly.
It's very immersive.
It's very immersive.
It really is. And like as frustrating as Battlefield can be, stuff like going over the top of a trench to immediately get blown up by a tank is like. It's annoying, but it's immersive.
You can appreciate it in some levels.
And then or then watching a plane bomb a load of enemy players and stuff. Yeah, it's great.
There's been some sweet times when me and my friends are playing Vietnam, and it's like one of them's the commander, and he's like giving a big right, we're gonna go around this rock, we're gonna hook around the building, we're gonna try, and that's just Mike knocking his iPad over.
I'm so drunk right now.
Yeah, and basically he'll give a big talk. And then you just hear the ting of like a bullet going through his helmet.
Yeah, it just drops.
We've sort of all got the habit now of we'll be mid-sentence and then one of us will get headshotted and we'll just stop talking as if we had been.
Yeah, man, I love doing that when we play games. When you're dead, you're dead.
You're dead,
and you can't tell people what's going on. Yeah.
Right, let's move on.
Let's move on. Have you seen?
Have you seen? Yeah.
You said you'd take this.
I'd take this one. Yeah.
I'm so glad. I honestly. when I was walking
You haven't
around
seen
here.
anything, have you?
No, I forgot. I forgot who said we'd do it.
Yeah.
And I thought you were gonna go. No, you said you'd do
No.
it, and I was gonna sit here and be like, "Fuck."
That's funny because, Mike, have you seen a film that you've seen? You go now.
Fuck off. No, now you go.
Have you seen? Well, first we'll do a little bit of a. Mike, do you know what a cooler is in terms of Vegas?
Yeah, it's someone who loses all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so when someone's on a hot streak, they
That's
come
right,
over
yeah,
and they
so-
sort of purposely lose to like bring the heat off the table.
That's
Is
right.
kind of the words, right?
Yeah.
Stop people winning so much.
So in old Vegas, before it got all corporate,
Yeah.
some of the old sort of mob-run casinos, with a bit more superstition behind it,
Mm-hmm.
they'd employ people called coolers who were people with bad luck, basically.
Yeah.
And they thought that they could end the winning streak of lucky people at their tables.
So they would send them over
they'd
to a
send them
table,
over,
right?
Yeah. And the film I'm going to talk about is called The Cooler.
I'm aware of it. I don't know much about
Right.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 2002 film, I believe.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know the name of the director. I did look him up earlier, but he's done nothing since.
Right, okay.
So, well, he has done some stuff, but it's
Nothing
really shit.
of note, sort of thing.
Worked with Paul
It's-
Walker a lot, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love Paul Walker.
Okay.
My second favourite Hollywood actor to Zac Efron.
Okay.
Sidebar, 3 Hollywood actor boys that you sleep with.
What?
You heard me. 3 Hollywood actor boys that you
Do
sleep
they
with.
have to be boys?
Yeah, what's your gay
Can they be
list?
men,
What's
or-
your list of like
Ah, shit.
like everyone has
Efron's in there.
Yeah, Efron's number 2 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Anthony Mackie?
Really?
No.
I was going to say, fuck me.
This is the first name that came to mind because I watched Ant-Man last night. Paul Rudd though.
Yeah?
I like a man who can make me laugh.
Okay.
Which is why you're here so much.
Wait.
Shit, I don't fucking know. I'm meant to be doing Have You Seen?
Yeah, sorry, but I really want to know now. You know what? No, it's fine. We'll come back to it later. We'll come back to it. I was just going to change one of the answers.
I want to cuddle with Jonah Hill. No.
Jonal
Hill.
Jonal Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Cool. Sorry, I
Jonal
didn't
Gleeson.
really interrupt you. For anyone wondering,
Right.
mine is
Okay.
Paul Walker,
Yep.
Zac Efron,
Yep.
Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible 2.
From specifically 2.
Specifically 2, because
Okay.
his hair is so fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
back to I have not seen The Cooler. Nath, please enlighten me.
Well, now I'm just thinking about boning dudes.
Yeah, well, that makes a change, doesn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So it stars William H. Macy.
Yep.
You might know him from the US version of Shameless,
Mm-hmm.
or he's in the original Fargo. He's the lead in that.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
it. That's where I know.
yeah.
That's where I know him from.
He's
from Fargo.
the protagonist. Alec Baldwin is the antagonist, and
Yeah.
the love interest is played by Maria Bello, who's in Coyote Ugly, History of Violence.
How good is Coyote Ugly?
So
Mate, I fucking love that film.
yeah.
I would go to that bar every day.
I haven't seen it.
All right. Next episode's going to be on Coyote Ugly.
All
I'm
right.
going to make Nate watch it.
Okay.
I'm writing that down right now.
You're not though, are you?
No,
You can't reach the pen.
How do you spell Coyote?
C-O-Y.
Is it not C-A-Y?
No, I think it's an O.
Coyote.
People don't want to hear this.
Anyway, yeah. Right.
All right, so...
Let's just start again.
Yes, oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I've not seen The Cooler. What's it about?
So, it's about a guy... fuck me. Christ. Played by William H. Macy.
Yep.
Who he's extremely unlucky. He's a loser.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So he lives in a shitty rundown motel. Nothing ever goes his way.
Yep.
And basically, he's indebted to Alec Baldwin, who is an old school casino owner.
Right.
Okay.
Like mob style?
like a mobster.
Yep.
But with he likes to think he's got like a touch of this old school sort of Sinatra class to him.
Sinatra. Yeah.
I can't pronounce my
you can't
vowels
talk
today,
can
I?
you? No.
Yeah, so basically, it's about this dude. He calls tables like blackjack and all the games on the floor.
So from the start, he is a cooler. He already
is a
works
cooler,
for Alec Baldwin.
and he's got his debt is paid off in 7 days. Basically, what happens is he then meets a waitress at the casino.
Yep.
And it's a drama sort of romance. He falls in love with her, and by falling in love, his luck changes.
Right.
And so from being unlucky and always bringing the winning streak down, which is his job,
Yep.
he becomes incredibly lucky because he's fallen in love with a woman.
Right.
And that's basically the main plot point of that. The side plot is Alec Baldwin's character called Shelley, who is an old school, like I said, casino owner.
Yeah,
and he likes his old lounge singer, and he likes to hire coolers, and he likes that his casino isn't, as they put it in the film, Disneyfied. So, but you've got all the bigwigs coming in, the corporate boys, trying to sell him, like a new type of casino.
And he's stuck in the old days, wants to stay in the old days.
He wants to stay in the old days, yeah. And basically, he's trying to fight these other partners in the casino that basically want to make it...
so his partners want to sell out,
They want to sell out and make it more corporate. And he wants to... He describes the Shangri-La casino, which he owns... Shangri-La. As like a bastion of the old school, like it's not new money, it's old money, and so
I assume they come to loggerheads.
Yes,
because
they do,
because William H Macy is no longer unlucky.
That's right.
So he stops doing his job.
Yeah,
which a mobster's not going to be happy about.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The film's fairly well received, but I mean,
when did you say it was? 2002.
2002. Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but. I used to have that rule when I was younger that I would watch anything past 98 because it wasn't shit.
Right.
Apparently. I don't know. That was a rule I had as a kid.
Weird.
I was wrong. I was very wrong.
The fucking performance in it are powerhouse performances.
Yeah.
Like Baldwin got like 4 awards. Oh, shut time. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt myself. Baldwin got like 4 awards out of it. Like a Saturn Award for Best Actor and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just very sort of intimidating as this old school mobster. Macy comes across very pathetic, like he's supposed to. And it can be fun in places because obviously there's a touch of fantasy to it, relying so heavily on luck,
Yeah.
to say that this man is lucky or is unlucky. Obviously, no one knows for sure. Luck is, kind of a weird thing some people believe. But yeah, it plays heavily on that. And it's nice just to see a complete 180 of this character, going from loser, and his job is to be a loser.
To be a
winner.
Loser, yeah.
And there's also a point where, like, his deadbeat son comes in and tries to run a scam on him.
On the main character?
On the main character,
right? Yeah.
His name's Lutz, like Benny Lutz or something like that. I've been calling him the main character because I can't fully remember.
Okay.
I should have written it down.
No.
But anyway, yeah.
People don't come here for
They don't come here
facts.
for the accuracy.
Yeah.
They come here for the fucking shame.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, Nath. Not much gunplay in this one.
Nope.
Are you feeling okay, mate? You've just recommended.
It's a drama romance.
A character-driven drama romance. Yep. Damn. You've changed, man. We started this podcast and you changed.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got a deal coming through.
Tell me about Face Off. I don't want to know about this stuff with characters in it. That's my job.
I got a wine deal coming through. I'm going to be the face of a wine. That's sophisticated as shit.
As shit. Sweet, man. Well, do you want to tell me much more about it? It sounds good. It sounds.
I don't want to give like too much away.
Yeah, which is the problem with having.
Basically, if you like your character-driven dramas, and
is it set at the time it came out?
It's set in the early 2000s. Yeah. I watched the trailer just before we started this, just to like.
Is it not a good trailer?
Do not watch the trailer.
Okay, just watch the film.
Take my word for it and watch the film. Do not watch the trailer because there's like a record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shit. But the film is great.
Remind me what it's called?
It's called The Cooler.
The Cooler.
Yeah. And a cooler is a guy who used to work in Vegas.
Cool, man. I actually will check that out because it was kind of on the fringes of my awareness. That's not real.
It's like an indie film.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Do you remember the Tartan that used to publish films?
Yeah.
It's one of theirs. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're around anymore.
All right, cool. The Cooler. I'll check it out. We're nearly on time, Nathan.
Well, we are, yeah. I'm kind of scared.
So
I'll introduce the topic, if that's all right. This week, we're going to be talking about fat Puerto Rican asses.
All right. I gave you a chance. You fucked it up instantly. We're going to be talking about fat white asses.
Oh!
Hey! No.
I don't want to talk about anyone's ass.
So what we actually did, should we talk about yours again? You've been on any dates recently? Had to clean it?
I haven't been on any dates, but I just keep it well checked.
Anyway, so we thought we'd do like a kind of contemporary up-to-date, relevant topic.
Relevant topic.
We both watched 3 Billboards.
Shut it down. We can't come back from this.
Maybe you should introduce the topic.
Right. So recently, can I tell the little bit of backstory that led into this that was supposed to be podcast related?
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right. So recently it was my birthday, and we said that we would get a guest on to do a podcast, and then we would go to Leeds, which is a city that we like to party in sometimes.
Yeah, and it would be a birthday special.
We'd go to Leeds, we'd promote the podcast, we'd try to do community outreach.
Yeah.
None of that happened.
What happened? The night before we went to Leeds,
yeah,
we got far too drunk.
Way too wasted.
Got in a fight?
Yeah.
Well, we got beat up.
We got beat up by some kids.
Yeah, we got beat up by some people very much younger than us. I was on all fours throwing up, screaming for a little bit, having Nam flashbacks.
That's right. It wasn't pretty.
By the time we actually made it to Leeds, we were kind of very broken.
Yeah, we were a bit too hungover to actually do any of the stuff we planned.
So we sat and played Gang Beasts a lot.
Yeah. We might release the one.
I think we will. I think we managed to record one that night that ended up in us being states. I think we will release that, but heavily edited.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's just a lot of shouting at parts.
Yeah, shouting over each other.
And it's just not. It wouldn't be fun.
Repeating ourselves. And I know we do it a little bit, but
it
like
just wouldn't
that
be fun
was
for you guys to
ridiculous.
listen to. So.
But yeah, whilst we were hungover in Leeds, what we did do is we watched 3 Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
We did.
Which has had a lot of hype since its release.
And
it's obviously award season right now.
Yeah, this episode will drop before the Oscars, I think.
Yes, it will. Oscars is March 8th.
So this will definitely drop before the Oscars. So yeah, we thought we'd try our hand at an actual review of a decent. Well, I thought it was great.
I thought it was brilliant.
I loved it. I really enjoyed it. So I thought we'll do non-spoilers.
Okay.
We'll talk about it for a bit, and then we'll do spoilers afterwards. So try not to spoil anything.
I will try not to.
So short synopsis. Do you want to do it? You want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. So it's about a mother whose daughter was raped and murdered in a small southern town in America, and she gets 3 billboards outside the town to essentially challenge the sheriff.
Who she feels hasn't been doing enough towards the investigation.
Why no one has been held accountable for what happened to her daughter.
Yeah.
And being a very small town where everyone knows each other and everyone knows each other's business, things kind of escalate from this because some people support the sheriff, some people don't like him.
Yeah.
And she sort of stirs up this whole hornet's nest of what can happen in a small town, I guess.
Yeah. I think as well there are really big undertones of like police brutality against minorities.
One of the main characters is sort of known for beating black suspects.
Yes, he's a police officer and he has a rep for beating and arresting black people.
Yeah, so he's very disliked. So I mean, it's written and directed by Martin McDonagh, which
in Bruges.
Yeah, in Bruges, 7 Psychopaths. Yeah. He originally was a playwright, I believe.
Was he?
Yeah, or he worked in theatre at least.
I can see that because a lot of his films do sort of.
They're
very character-driven.
In Bruges, especially, a lot of In Bruges could play out with 2 guys on a stage.
Yes,
and it wouldn't really distract from what's going on.
No.
But at the same time, I think his films are very engaging, because he does black comedy like no one else I can think of. Because I didn't know it was him when we watched this. I didn't realize it was him, and the shift in tone from these very serious moments of like a young girl who was raped and murdered to like essentially some slapstick of someone falling over.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
And it almost,
but they're not jarring.
Yeah. But at first I almost wasn't sure, was I supposed to find that funny? But then as the film went on, I was like, oh no, it is clearly got comedic elements.
You started to laugh more. You started to touch me more.
I did. So Frances McDormand's in it as the mother of this child who puts up the billboard.
I don't know her from really much else unless you.
Fargo. She was in Fargo.
Oh shit!
She's not in loads. but she was Fargo.
She's the policewoman in Fargo, and William H Macy was the fucking pathetic dude.
How everything comes
together.
Whoa.
I didn't even think about that when doing the crawler.
Woody Harrelson's the cop.
Harrelson.
Harrelson.
Harrelson. It's not Harrelson.
It's Harrelson.
It's Harrelson.
Okay, my bad. Sam Rockwell is one of the deputies.
He's amazing.
Sam Rockwell is fantastic.
Oh,
I think we'll move on to that later. I think
we'll do the Sam segment.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage is in it as a sort of supporting character.
Yeah, I got issues with that.
You got issues with that?
With Dink, yeah.
And for me, Lucas Hedges plays the son of Frances McDormand.
Okay.
His breakout role was Manchester by the Sea.
It's funny you really pay attention to the young child character.
Yeah, of course I do. He's pretty.
Okay.
But I mean, I think I'm a big fan of Manchester by the Sea. It's one of my favorite films for the last few years.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. I think Lucas Hedges is a great little actor, and I think you could agree with me that he's not a main character in this, but his parts. He holds his own against some big hitter actors, right?
He's got some scenes.
In a scene between, say, like Woody Harrelson and Frances McDormand, and then you've got this guy who's maybe 20. Like, he holds his own in these scenes.
He does, yeah.
I really think he should be commended for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes it so good, Nath? Why, without spoiling it, this section will be a bit shorter because I think we need to do spoilers to talk about it properly.
Yeah, sure.
But what for you made it so good?
I didn't know, like, a lot of films these days. Oh shit! It's in 20 seconds. I've got 20 seconds till the shot.
Sorry.
He's doing like all these finger motions at me as if to say like, oh, we're gonna die if we don't do the next shot.
We are gonna die, but we are gonna die.
Well, I've like talked enough that we might as well just do it 10 seconds early. Oh god.
Woo!
All right. They're getting harder for some reason.
Yeah.
Anyway.
A
lot of the films you see these days, I feel like because maybe of the sort of franchise nature of them or sequels, you know where they're going to go immediately.
Yeah.
I didn't know where this film was going to go.
I think I literally turned to you halfway through it and went, I have no idea.
That's where I took this point from.
Yeah, like, and not in a bad way. I was excited, but
I was excited to see where it went.
I just didn't know what the end was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to end, and I wasn't sure what act we were in or how far through what act we were in.
I think the thing is, like, the film, even though it is, like, sort of got elements of black comedy in it, it sets a very realistic precedent as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's it's definitely in the real world.
In the real world.
It's very realistic, yeah.
And then you think about that and you think, well, actually, in the sense of an ending, how many options are there for, like, a real ending?
Yeah.
You know? That doesn't become sort of OTT.
And I think also there's something that happens in the middle we'll talk about in spoilers.
Yeah, sure.
That when that happened, I was especially what the fuck now? Like, now how is this gonna like?
Yeah, I think I know the bit you mean. Yeah. What's the point now? Like,
like what? For me,
we're sort of speaking in riddles here, but
I think let's try and just get through this quite quickly.
Yeah, it's a very good drama. And it keeps you engaged, but at the same time, you don't have to be like, well, I know how this is going to end. I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah,
you're watching, and you're like, so what? And now what happens?
And now
what happens?
You get very invested in the characters very quickly.
Yeah. And the thing is, as well, without spoiling, you see both sides of the coin.
You do, yeah.
Very early on, like I think,
and the main
just to say
for me,
let me talk. Just let me talk. So you're gonna like with the synopsis Mike gave. You're gonna think
I offered it to you, bro. Don't even.
Shut up. I'm talking now.
All right. Now you go.
So like you're gonna think because she puts the billboards up against the police.
Yeah.
You think like, oh, it's her against the bad guys. The police are the bad guys. There's a scene very early on where he gives a very reasonable explanation as to why.
And one thing I really enjoy, there's a mutual respect.
Yes.
Like, they are essentially...
They're against each other.
They're the protagonist and the antagonist, and they have a mutual respect for each other, and it's very... I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think we should move on to spoilers as quickly as
can. Because we're basically talking in tongues here.
Yeah, exactly. So what I think, like, for me...
Basically, go watch the fucking film and then listen to the next bit.
Performances are great. I think it's written really well. I think the character arcs are believable, but really good. I honestly, if you want to be a writer of film or stories, you should watch this film because I genuinely believe that this hits a lot of the benchmarks for kind of development through a story.
It's a fantastic character piece.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
So I think we're both...
This next segment...
Wait, no. We're both going to give it like a thumbs up.
I know,
we didn't think of a rating system. thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you want to go more? Do you want a percentage? Do you want out of 10, out of 5? How do you want to say it? I would like a simple one. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm going to give 7 beers out of 10.
7 beers out of 10?
Yeah.
I'm going to go further. I'm going to give it 9.
Okay.
9 beers out of 10.
Nice.
Now you can do your little disclaimer.
I don't want to.
All right, cool. So we're going to do spoilers now.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen the movie, I'll try and put a timestamp in, but skip ahead at least 10 minutes because we're going to spoil it.
Yep.
So the thing... The moment I was talking about is when Woody Harrelson kills himself.
Okay, yeah.
So a big reveal early on is that the sheriff...
I'd say about a third of the way through the film.
Yeah, but I would say,
But you would say halfway.
No, early on is what I said.
Yeah, I said a third. That's fairly early. It's before half.
But basically, shut the fuck up. It turns out that the sheriff has cancer and he's dying. He's terminal. And one of the moments...
So to recap, in case you weren't following from the previous piece, she's put a billboard up against him saying, fuck you. Do
then
something.
He says,
I'm
dying.
I'm dying of cancer.
Yeah.
But also, another thing, I'd say even earlier, the scene where he's like, look, 9 times out of 10, we can't catch the dude because, there's no evidence.
Like, when you said he gives a reasonable explanation, he literally says, no, the DNA doesn't match anyone on the database.
That's right.
There were no witnesses. And he basically explains that he has done everything he could and he reasonably could.
Yeah, and then he drops the cancer bomb.
Yeah.
Like, look, give me a break.
For me, the moment of the mutual respect is he's talking to her, and he coughs up blood.
He coughs up blood on her face.
And it catches them both by surprise
because he's trying to intimidate her.
Yeah, he's trying to sort of intimidate and interrogate her
in a sort of police-ish kind of I could tie you up in court for years.
And then he suddenly coughs and blood goes all over her, and she doesn't freak out. He's embarrassed.
Go like, oh shit,
and she runs off to get help.
Yeah,
and that's a moment where it's very.
These are small town people. They obviously know each other. They obviously care about each other.
And it's nice that she doesn't just outright hate the sheriff.
No,
but she's just trying to make a point.
Yes,
but when it comes to him being very ill, and likewise, so she's been arrested at that point, and as he's being carried away in a stretcher, he says, "Let her go."
Yes,
which is the mutual respect of she runs off to get help, doesn't tell anyone that he coughed blood all over her, and then he's like, "Let her go."
I saw that as a kind of I can't continue up my sort of fake intimidation of her. Just let her go because I don't want any of you chuckleheads fucking doing it and making things worse.
And
he obviously had a finesse to what he was trying to do.
There is a running thing in it that all of the sheriff's deputies are kind of idiots, or very small-minded, and he is definitely the most logical and kind of sensible person in that department.
He's the smartest guy on the police force.
And so I think, because we don't have too much time to talk about this, but Sam Rockwell's character.
You're gonna move on. All right.
I think we should talk about him because for me, he's one of the biggest points of the film and one of my favourite points of the film.
He has won a lot of supporting actor,
which I fully believe he deserves.
Yeah,
he's
his
amazing.
Character, because his portrayal of the character is amazing.
I hated him, and then by the end of the movie, I fell in love with him. Yeah, which is kind of what I was saying about character
pure transformation.
So at the beginning of the movie, he's this racist, very aggressive.
He's the guy who tortures black people.
Yeah, and he's the guy who he sees the billboards and immediately tries to beat someone up for putting them up.
Take them down. Yeah.
And then his behavior kind of escalates, and then to a point where when Woody Harrelson kills himself, Sam Rockwell's character blames the people to do the billboard, and he ends up
he blames the advertising company
and
for allowing the billboards.
He ends up beating someone. He ends up getting fired because of that, but then he totally redeems himself in that he
gets major spoilers. Harrelson leaves him a suicide note, and basically that's what turns the tide. And he starts to think about his behavior, about how he would want Harrelson's character to think of him.
Yeah,
and basically it comes at a point that maybe a bit too late for his character because he then has to suffer an injury.
Yeah.
But after that, he then he goes on a rampage to redeem himself.
Yeah, and he wants to be better.
He apologizes, and then he thinks I want to be a good policeman.
Yeah, and the whole while, Sam Rockwell just nails this.
Yes.
Just you fully believe he is he puts on a bit of weight for the role.
Yeah.
He's this slightly chubby, racist Southern cop who doesn't really think about what he's doing. He's hot-headed. He's got a bad temper. But by the end of
power,
it,
yeah.
what did you think of the ending? Did you like the ending? Did you?
The ending is one of the few things I took issues with, and not how it ended, but I thought there were kind of several points I thought it was going to end.
Yeah.
And then it kept going.
Yeah.
Like, in the last sort of 20 minutes of the film, there were definitely, I think, about sort of at least 3 or 4 fake out endings where I was like, and here's where the film... Oh, no, it keeps going. And here's where the film ends. Oh, wait, no, it keeps going. And here's where the film ends.
I think... I didn't get that, but I think because I had no idea how it was going to end.
I think maybe that was me trying to predict how it was going to end.
I think I settled in going, the ending's just going to come.
Yeah,
I think maybe the first one, I thought, oh, this might be the end.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't. And I think after that, I went, oh, okay, like...
Is that when Rockwell's character, you think he's done the pinnacle of redeeming himself?
Yeah, and then he hasn't. And I think after that, I then went, oh, like, I know the ending's just going to happen. Yeah. So I kind of relaxed into it and just let it happen.
That's the thing. After that first fake out ending for me, I was then just trying to, like, be like, and... I guess maybe I was trying to outsmart. I was like, is this the end? No.
Yeah.
Is this the end?
Yeah,
no.
You're trying to be too into it. I think I very much relaxed into it and just sort of let...
Yeah. So that's, I guess that's the advice, just relax into it as you're watching it. Like,
just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
Don't
follow those characters along.
Don't try and outsmart it. Don't try and be clever about it. I would fully say just go with it.
It doesn't twist and turn either. No. It doesn't twist and turn.
I think everything that happens is logical and believable. Yeah. So I just got a couple of questions to sort of try and round it up.
Yeah, sure.
What was your favourite scene?
Oh, shit.
Shall I go with mine? Because I know what
you
mine
do
is.
yours.
Mine 100% is Sam Rockwell throwing the advertising guy out the window.
Oh, okay.
It's a long one-shot.
Time.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yeah.
It's a one-taker of him going... Like, he finds out Woody Harrelson's dead. I said it properly just for you.
Thanks.
Goes across the street, smashes a window, breaks in, beats the guy up a bit, throws him out a window, comes back down. The guy's on the street all bloody, kicks him a bit, and then goes back to the police station.
Yeah.
All as one take, and just
it is. It's a one. It's a
It's a standout moment for me. Yeah. It like if I was to put myself on the spot and go, "What's your favorite bit?" I'd be like that. But equally,
you've put me on the spot.
I really enjoyed the scene with.
Are you going to say my favorite scene?
What's your favorite? Sorry, yeah. Have
I didn't want you to be like, I equally enjoyed the scene where da happens, and I was gonna be like, that's my favorite scene as well.
Sorry.
Mine is when he's in the bar after he realizes that Sam Rockwell's character, after he realizes he's been a shitty person, and then like he thinks that he's got a lead on the main case, and then he gets the fucking shit kicked out of it. He martyrs himself.
Yeah, basically. He totally does. And I even out loud went, oh, like, because you think he thinks he's got a lead, and then you kind of think that he's let the guy slip through his hands.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't think that because I'm smart.
Obviously. Yeah. And then it turns out he hasn't, and he kind of had a plan all along. And I was like, oh yeah, like that's a great scene.
That's my favorite scene, I think. Because the thing is, you can see the martyrdom. If you've been following, you can see, like what he's trying to do. And you go from like you said, hating the guy at the beginning to being like,
he's the hero.
Don't kick the shit out of him. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
I'm feeling bad for him.
Yeah, you feel bad for him. Yeah. Sorry.
No. Like all good. But any bits you didn't like?
It's not a particular part. I'm gonna say it's Peter Dinklage's character.
Okay. Why so? How so? Why?
I feel like I know he's worked with him before with In Bruges.
Yeah.
And that was
like his first big role.
That was before, I was going to say that's before Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I feel like, and this is maybe to do with advertising more than anything.
Because he's a big name to
He's a big name, but he's a very small part.
Yeah, he is. But
and it's not Dinklage's performance, and it's not really not anything to do with the filmmaking process. It mainly was the advertising. I thought Dinklage's character going into it, because I knew from the advertising and the marketing that like his name was like fourth build or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, here we go. We got some Dinklage on the go.
But it was a money making scheme.
Yeah, basically. He's not in it a lot.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest gripe with the film. And if that's my biggest gripe, then it's a fucking good film.
Like that's not a horrendous gripe to have. I'm sure there's bits that I didn't enjoy as much, but I can't sort of name a part that I didn't enjoy. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that they don't like, when they go for dinner together.
Yeah.
And they think that she's too much of a bitch to him.
Yeah.
Which I agree with. But for me, that scene was that she's so wrapped up in her crusade that she doesn't mean to be like harsh to him or horrible to him, but she's just, in her head, all that matters is these billboards and finding her daughter's murderer, that she just happens to be a bitch to people along the way.
I don't even think you need to like quote it as that. Like, I think it grounds her character. I love a flawed protagonist.
Yeah, and she is
definitely
massively.
I
and
think
also,
because they're coming from a small town in the south, everyone calls his character the midget, don't they?
Yeah,
or the dwarf, or the midget. Like
there's no PC in
There's
this.
no PC, yeah. And I think like it's that kind of thing where like a lot of people maybe were like, oh, I don't like the fact the protagonist wasn't PC, but like it makes her more human to have like a flaw.
Again,
what we're
saying, it's very real.
It's very real.
You could believe that exact film could happen in real life.
So like her boss is black, and she has nothing against black people. She hates the fact the cops torture black people or interrogate black people, but at the same time, she's all too willing to call the stunted guy a midget. You know?
Yeah.
And to me,
that
I don't
weird
hate
kind
it.
of twisted.
Yeah, like so you go like, oh, she's not the golden messiah of this film.
No, for sure. And
it's not the fact that I just enjoy her like berating little people.
Sure.
Like
we're sort of running out of time, so we should wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
Great film, fucking. So I've actually you did some.
I did a lot of research. Yeah. Do you want me to go? I've got it right here.
Have you got it there? Yeah. If you could bring. So it's nominated and won a lot of awards. And for me personally,
so basically, it was nominated so far as to this recording.
Yeah.
Nominated 187 nominations, and
so
it's
far
got
as
69 wins.
And
most of
those haven't happened yet, right?
No.
Most of those are nominations.
With the nominations, they haven't. But the highest number of wins are for Rockwell on supporting actor, as well as Frances McDormand for lead actress,
and it won Best Picture at the Golden Globe.
Yeah.
For me, generally, this is what film's about. I love a movie where you meet a character, you get really involved in their life, and also there's no clean cut of who's right and who's wrong, and it addresses that, and different characters have different opinions. It's a fantastic piece of cinema.
It's a fantastic piece of cinema.
And we're both just on our knees sucking the dick of 3 billboards, but
whose faces are going to come on?
Yeah. It's going to be yours.
Yeah.
My hair's too long.
It's going to get in my beard.
Yeah. Great film. You should check this out. If you like watching films, you should watch this. It is great.
All right. Let's move on from 3 Billboards. Okay?
Yeah, okay. We can both agree. Great film.
A fantastic film.
Everyone should watch it.
Yeah, please
for
do.
All reasons.
Please
the reason.
And I think keep an eye on it because award season is coming up and it's gonna win a lot of awards.
It's already won a few and it's gonna win more. It is great.
If you like black comedy, if you like character driven dramas.
Yeah, even if you like serious dramas, I would say check it out.
If you like movies.
Yeah, but I would genuinely If you like film, watch this film because it's a good film.
Move on.
Sorry. So our friends ask us.
Our friends ask us.
This week.
Yep.
Questions come.
Yep.
Oh, I just did the thing.
Have you rub your nose?
Yeah,
I rub
my nose. I rub my nose on a pop
filter.
Okay. This week the questions come from I would say our good friend, but he's more your friend than he's mine.
He's my friend.
It's not because I don't.
He's told me about you, and he does not like.
He does not. All right, fine. He
does like you. I can't lie.
Yeah. Come from our friend Isaac.
Yes.
I also haven't checked if he said it was okay for us to say his name.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of awkward. I gave you some cover burps there. You could have been checking that while I did
check it.
Did he say it was cool?
Yeah. Well,
I told you to move the thing from the top, the bottom of the questionnaire to the top. So it should be the first thing we read.
It is at the top. And he hasn't said anything, so we're fine.
Guess what? He just basically waived his privacy rights.
Why don't you just
his banker details are
361. Why don't you rein your fucking neck? I'm talking.
I'm talking over the microphone.
I'm talking over the microphone.
Serious.
Yeah. That's how serious I am right now. Okay, here we go.
Can you undo another beer from this child locks?
You fucking child.
They're ridiculous.
All you do is pull.
Those ring pulls are like ring pulls for children.
Mate, you just pull it like a man.
I'm drinking a punk IPA for anyone who's interested.
No one cares.
By this point, you've already turned off.
Yep. You were drunk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling it pretty
Yeah, I
bad.
know.
If you're here drinking with us, right? Did we say it's from Isaac? No, we did say that, didn't we? If you were here drinking with us right now, what alcoholic drink would you drink? Oh, what alcoholic would your drink of choice? Fucks.
Yes!
You like, oh.
I love it. I love that I did that.
You love that
Totally
you
on
love that your
purpose.
dyslexia has
No, don't shame me.
Don't-
No.
Anyway,
I don't love that.
Isaac says a white wine spritzer, probably a fruit. Wait,
I think he crossed out the white wine spritzer.
and then he did. Oh man,
It's a joke from The Simpsons. Because me and him have a Simpsons connection.
that's cute.
Continue.
Probably a fruity cider, Cropperberg or Old Moot.
Mout.
No, it's Moot.
No,
If you read the label, you pronounce it Moot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's literally a thing on the label that
I
says.
have been pronouncing it wrong
Mout.
this entire
Yeah,
time.
one of their advertising slogans
I don't
is
watch
being
adverts.
pronounced wrong since whenever it was released.
Oh,
like
okay.
it's Old Moot.
I love Old Moot, by the way.
Yeah, I do.
It's really
I
nice.
like a fruity cider, but for me, two things.
Yep.
Number one is it's like drinking fruit juice. I can just sink them.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So on a sunny like
Oh,
fruity
I love
ciders,
them on a sunny
yeah,
afternoon.
sunny up, but you sink 6 or 7,
Yep.
and then you try and stand up, and you're like, "Mother of God!"
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Kind of the opposite to that is they're a little bit too sweet for me.
I have a sweet tooth, so I really like where
I
they're
do,
at.
but I can't drink more than maybe 3,
Oh.
and then they become a bit
It's shot time.
Is it shot time?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got one job and I do that.
You nailed it.
Thanks, man.
His most hated drink is beer.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Most hated drink.
Yep.
While I'm not a fan of beer at all in general, I would say really dirty, cheap lager is my least favourite drink. I'm looking at you, Galahad. Fucking Galahad.
Galahad, yeah.
Do you remember when we drank Galahad at my mum's house? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's all she had him.
Yeah.
Story time.
Yep, do it.
I invited. I was in a long distance relationship. We went out for a couple of afternoon beers, right?
Yep.
And I invited my girlfriend to come to drive over and come and stay with me for the weekend.
Yep.
And in the time it was a 3-4 hour drive. By the
Was
time
that when we went to the pub
Yeah,
and got shit-faced?
By the time she arrived, I was so drunk I'd forgotten I invited her.
Yep.
I was throwing up because we were doing tequila shots in the pub garden.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
And I
Did you throw up? No.
We were still.
Someone threw up when we were in the pub garden.
That was
They threw
me.
up,
That was me.
And then you just did another tequila shot.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
She rang me to say I'm outside your house, and we were still in the pub.
Yep.
And I had to like run home to meet her, and then you guys came and met, and then we took my mum's garden bench and took it to the park.
Yeah.
And sat on the park drinking
That's right.
beers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I also have another story. I know it's probably going to run us over time, but I think what Isaac's referring to is when I was about 17, 18, there was a house party at a guy's house we knew. And he lived in a big old townhouse in the city.
Yeah.
His dad was a bit of like a hermit, so we basically had to do a like how clean is your house on the house, and we like fucking blitzed the place. But the deal for blitzing the place was we could have a massive house party.
Yeah.
This is a 3-story house, so we did this shit.
Yeah.
Blitzed it, and basically on a beer run, I got taken to like Audi. I think that's where it comes from, Galahad. Is it Audi or...
Yeah,
I think it's Audi. And then I was like, guys, this beer is so fucking... And I bought like 48 cans
it
of
was
the
so
stuff
cheap, right?
for like a 20 quid. you know?
Yeah. It's like it's an Audi or a Lidl or something, right?
And basically, this party came round, and I was like, well, I've got my 48 cans of fucking Galahad in the fridge.
yeah.
Drank fucking can 1, and I couldn't give that shit away.
Yeah.
I couldn't give that. And basically, me and Isaac have played a lot of Dungeons and
It's not
Dragons.
good, right?
No.
It's not good.
And so I took a lot of it over when we were doing like a character creating session on Dungeons. And I was like, who wants a beer?
Please, for the love of God, drink my Galahad. Yeah.
And everyone took a sip and everyone poured it away because it was so fucking shit. I agree. Galahad is the
awful.
fucking worst.
All right, question 1 was if you're here drinking with us. Right, question 1, they're all question 1 for some reason. I don't know what he's done.
That's a weird formatting issue.
Question 2, whether you know us well or not, or it's something you think we know nothing about, ask us to explain an aspect or process of this thing. Explain string theory.
What?
What? I ain't got fucking clue, mate.
String theory.
String theory.
Is that the molecules?
I don't know if...
No, shut up. The molecules.
I think it's a physics thing.
Molecules?
No, you know what I think string theory is?
What?
So when you take a bit of string, you tie it around your bellend,
Yeah.
and you tie the other end to someone else's bellend.
I don't think that's what this
No,
is
that's
at all.
string theory. And then you can't...
You can't what?
You have to pee, but you... Right, so...
What? Where does the urethra come into
so the
this?
issue is, the string's not long enough for you to go in 2 cubicles side by side.
Okay.
But you also can't look at the other man's penis.
What?
I don't know.
Look, I'm going to say string theory is when you get one piece of string.
Nathan.
And you... What?
I'm drunk.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah. Oh. How the tides have changed.
Yeah, he's referring to the fact that in the Joe podcast, I was wasted and I tried to sabotage it.
Yeah, and I had to madly keep the train on the tracks whilst you were just trying your hardest to derail it.
It's my own podcast. I was trying to
No,
derail
this
it.
is my podcast!
No,
it's our
special guest Nathan every week.
Yeah. I can replace
string
you.
theory.
I can replace you like that. I'm the funny
string goes round.
wound.
Wound.
String goes wound.
Oh, fuck. Okay, moving on. Goes round one thigh. It goes round the other. Goes up the ass crack. That's a G string, motherfucker.
That's string theory. It's
Yep.
just a G string.
It's just
Why
a G
do
string.
they make it so
Or a
complicated?
cheese string. If you haven't watched
how
in a while.
good are cheese strings?
Go next thing.
Go next thing.
Go next thing.
Question one
We
again.
don't know what it is.
Question one again. Oh, fuck me.
Question super one.
What's your favourite movie? We'll review it even if we haven't seen it. He said Stuart Little 3. I'm very angry right now.
It's the tale of a big city mouse.
Is that? I thought that was 2.
No, because by this point, surely he has established himself in the sea as some kind of mouse.
I saw 1 and 2 when I was a child. Stuart Little 3. Isaac.
Straight to VHS.
Yeah, like I feel like it genuinely was. Like
I think maybe it was. But by this point, he has to be... Shut up. He has to be...
Stuart Little 3. Now you go.
He has to be a big city mouse at this point because we've had 2 films.
You're talking
we've
about
had 2 films to establish him.
You're talking about Babe. Babe is different from Stuart Little. Don't you fucking dare get them mixed up.
He lives in a... Is Hugh Laurie still in Stuart Little 3?
I'm about to open the IMDb page.
All right, I'll stall while
if you
do
could
that.
just stall whilst I find it on IMDb.
He was a small town mouse.
No, I think it's the first one.
Shut up. Let me do my thing. He was a small town mouse, moved to the big city, and now he's a big city mouse having to move to the small town. Stuart Little 3.
Hang on. So it's called Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild.
Call of Duty. He has to join the Marine Corps at 17. He pledges himself. They go into the high school he's in, and he pledges himself, even though he doesn't really understand what he's signing up for.
It's an animated film. It's an animated film.
Even though he doesn't really understand what he's signing up for. And then basically when Stuart turns 18, they ship him off to Afghanistan. And he fights the Taliban. But I don't think... It's kind of like Jarhead. He never fires a shot, but he still gets PTSD.
Because he wants the red mist, man. He wants the red mist.
I haven't seen Jarhead either.
Have you not seen Jarhead?
No. Story time. Not really story time.
How many story
Every single time I've tried to watch Jarhead, I've been Jarheaded myself. The DVD didn't work. The DVD player didn't work. The download I downloaded didn't work. So I didn't bother in the end.
So I'm going to get... That's a nice story.
You can't just look up Stuart Little 3 and tell them what it's about. We said if
what
we've
I'm
seen
gonna
it or
say
not.
Stuart Little 3 is animated, so
Right.
it's shit. It's an animated
It's not a real film.
to
Threequel.
a first and second film that were actually really good.
I already did the fucking synopsis, man.
Yeah, the little family spend their vacation near some lake in a forest. The beast is
Can't just
threatening
read.
them.
No one wants to hear it.
You know what, Isaac?
No, I did it. He goes to Afghanistan. He gets PTSD. He comes back and then he
Right.
fucking kills his mum.
Jesus Christ. Stuart Little 3, are you fucking shitting me? Alright, who would win in a fight between blank and blank? Choose between Mike and Nath, who argues for who? A tag team wrestling match? Nah! He's brought something up that I was going to talk about.
Right.
Random. Noel Edmonds and Mr. Blobby
Yeah, okay.
versus Paul and Barry Chuckle.
Okay.
You're the Chuckle Brothers.
Oh, of course I am.
Because I was literally the other day, I somehow ended up down a YouTube loophole
Right.
of watching Mr. Blobby movies.
Okay.
Mr. Blobby is fucking hilarious, mate.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, like yeah, it's terrifying.
You will salute him or die.
But there's some shit like
that's the words in the song.
Noel's house party, right? Mr. Blobby comes running out and immediately like trips over and falls down like 4 sets of stairs, like, and literally just gets like just bad. And he hits the bottom and like the head of the Mr. Blobby seat like nearly falls off.
That is funny.
And like the guy like grabs it and Noel like pushes it back on, and the guy is clearly like concussed as fuck. Like,
hey, Jeff. Yeah. Jeff, are you cool to go down 4 flights of stairs in just this suit?
Blobby. Yeah. Like, and then for like the next 5 minutes, it's this guy in a Mr. Blobby suit staggering around because he's clearly concussed as fuck, right? And Noel Edmonds is like shuffling him, kind of herding him into the corner, or like just like anyway. No, it's Noel Edmonds and Mr. Blobby versus Chuckle Brothers. Who'd win in a fight? Tag team. Are we going tornado tag or traditional tag?
Traditional tag.
Traditional tag. Okay.
Chuckle Brothers have more sync. They're synced up.
But I feel Noel Edmonds is the victim. You know how in every good tag match, like Noel Edmonds would get isolated and he'd get beaten, and the Chuckle Brothers, you tag each other in over and over, and then Noel Edmonds would land. Oh, sorry.
We're over time.
Noel Edmonds would land like one DDT and put one of the Chuckle, and he'd crawl. And Mr. Blobby's reaching out and he's going, Blobby. Can you not imagine the moment? You know, in all good tag team.
I know.
Noel Edmonds slams the tag on Blobby, and Blobby comes in.
No, but at the same time, from that one DDT, Paul is down. Paul Chuckle is down.
Paul Chuckle is down.
He's down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Anyway, what?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And they're crawling, and then they do that thing where Paul Chuckle tag teams fucking Mike Chuckle. I don't know the other guy's name. Barry. Sorry, yeah, Barry Chuckle.
Fucking hell, mate.
Maybe you should win on that alone. And they come in and they start pounding in the center of the ring.
No,
they're
but
pounding each other.
Can you just Blobby comes in?
No,
he clotheslines one.
Blobby gets the last pound. He gets the last pound.
I feel like the Chuckle Brothers would be like pounding on Blobby. Blobby goes to his knees. They're pounding on him, and then out of nowhere,
he's just saying the Chuckle Brothers and the heels of this whole thing.
For sure. Because like Blobby goes down, and
they just want to put a ladder up, mate. They just want to put a ladder up.
Blobby just fucking throws them both off. I feel Blobby Noel makes the tag finally after Noel getting beaten for hours.
Yeah,
he makes the tag. Blobby comes in. He clotheslines one. He clotheslines the other. He rock bottoms one. He power bombs the other. He does the leg drop. I feel like Blobby would do the ultimate leg drop. I feel like Blobby would be big boot. He's got big old feet. Big boot, leg drop. Yeah.
He would big boot, but the guy inside would not be comfortable with it.
1, 2, three.
No three.
No, Blobby wins this.
No three, because fucking Paul Chuckle, he's up. He's got the shoulder up, motherfucker. All right, he's coming up, and then he's just gonna do some underhanded shit. All right, so the fucking as he's like arguing with the ref, fucking Barry comes in, fucking
like with a kendo stick.
Yeah.
Like across Blobby's back,
like with a trash can lid. Fucking hits Noel again for some reason, because fuck that guy.
Noel's out cold. Like,
he still hits him. He still hits him. Fuck you, Deal or No Deal.
This is like
fucking Ethel has the
like
right
a Shane McMahon and Triple H versus Stone Cold and The Rock. Like, as in
who are who?
Stone Cold and The Rock are the Chuckle Brothers,
right?
Because they're both competent wrestlers.
Because they're both fucking fit as fuck.
Oh, mate, I would bang either of them.
I would bang the Chuckle Brothers. No. I want to get double teamed by the Chuckle Brothers.
To take a leaf out of your book, page out of your book.
What are you saying?
Stone Cold beat his wife. He was a great wrestler, but he beat his wife. Anyway, we need to wrap this up. We've got more questions.
Well,
we win.
It's a tie.
Blobby is a crowd please.
No, it sounds like it's a tie
wins.
to me.
No.
Move on. Next question is a tie.
Blobby wins. Move on.
It's a tie.
Blobby wins. Now you go.
It's a tie.
Ask us 5 questions. They'll be about anything. What will we answer?
Let's wrap this up before we have to do another shot.
No, this says will we answer them? No, we definitely have to do another shot. We got 5 questions and then the.
Fucking do it then.
What advancements do we still have to make in the field of robotics before we perfect the art of making sex bots?
Making a Nathan sex bot that doesn't talk back to Mike. Next question.
Yeah, I agree. What will finally be the downfall of capitalism? Socialism.
Just owning too many Amazon Alexas, and to the point where they deafen you.
Yeah, I agree. Man, he's put some thought into these, and we're gonna shit all over.
Guess
him.
what? Do you remember when you said our friends wouldn't ask us such like hilarious? He has done that, and
we're too drunk to handle it.
Well, I just said about. I thought what
Do
I
you
said about the
believe
Alexas.
that other? He's got a real thing about robots and intelligence here. Do you believe that other intelligent life exists in the universe? 100% I do.
Yeah.
Why? He also says why. For me, in the grand scheme of things, how tiny Earth is compared to the fact that the sun that gives us all the life we have is one tiny star in a galaxy.
I think he's fucked himself, because if you're talking about the universe, motherfucker, it's big, Mum. It's big.
Yeah. But
and so basically,
we
might not be reachable to them. We might not,
Yeah,
because basically, did you know scientists have said that we will never make it out of our solar system because of the fact that the universe is expanding so quickly compared to how we travel.
Yeah.
We will never make it out of. No, I don't know if it. No, it's not our solar system. It's
out of the Milky Way.
Out of the Milky Way.
Out
Yeah,
of our galaxy.
we will never make it out of the Milky Way, basically, on our time frame. But that doesn't. People outside of the Milky Way, maybe they exist. I don't know. Next question. Fuck, I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm real drunk. If you were going to rob a bank, what would your plan be, and how would you get away with it?
I'm not falling for that one. I know you want to rob a bank, Isaac. I'm not falling for it.
Isaac's the Lester to our GTA Online playable character.
Oh, he would bite me.
Yeah.
And you.
So, I don't know. Let's try and not... wait, you are drunk.
I think...
You just did a little, Nate just had a little flinch that was very, passive-aggressive. Nathan's drunk.
I feel like... Because I feel strongly about this point. I feel like in this
You feel strongly about the hypothetical idea that we would rob a bank together.
Shut up. I feel like surveillance is too big a part in this day and age to successfully rob a bank.
You're the driver, I'm the gunman.
Fuck, I can't drive. I don't have a driving license.
Oh yeah, how ironic is that? Whenever we play video games, you're the driver, and yet you can't actually drive in real life.
Okay.
So the reality is, I do everything, and you just kind of follow me around.
Next question.
No.
Next question.
Is that a pie or a quiche?
A pie. That's another Simpsons reference.
I know you guys blow each other whilst you watch The Simpsons. It's fine.
Well, it's better than blowing whilst watching 3 billboards in Missouri.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Name a character of fiction. Tell us a scenario you'd like to see them in. We'll tell you how it would go. Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, but instead of getting caught in a cyclone and landing in Munchkin County, she lands in modern day Korea.
Modern day. Which Korea? Korea.
In modern day North Korea. Did I not?
Oh,
did
no,
I
you
not
didn't
say
say
that?
North.
Oh,
You just
sorry.
said Korea.
Modern day North Korea. So Dorothy gets swept up, lands in modern day North Korea.
I honestly feel like it would play out like the movies. So she'd meet fucking and he would be the minister of fucking, defense.
I don't know what you just... Chidara.
And he would be the minister of defense. and he would skip along with basically, and the guy who owns the Emerald Brick Road is Kim Jong-un.
It's the Yellow Brick Road. He owns Emerald City. Fucking hell, mate.
Well, in Korea, fuck off, because we have all the potatoes. Fuck you.
Right.
Okay? There is no famine in North Korea. Also, we're in the South Korean Olympics, which is actually all of Korea.
No. Oh, you know what, man? I'm so drunk, I'm getting tired.
You're just going to accept my fucking, hurtful comments.
Yeah, you know what, mate? Just go with it. Whatever you want to do.
So, Dorothy, she lands in North Korea, and she's, skipping along with Toto, and then the first guy that sees Toto eats her, because there's a famine in North Korea right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's so bad.
I almost feel bad being this drunk talking about North Korea, because it is terrible...
that's why you've got me here. I thought you were going to add whiskey to your beer right there.
No, I'm just pouring shots. We're going to do one more before.
Yeah, we are. I've got 2 minutes to wrap up this Korea story. So yeah, Toto gets eaten because of the famine in North Korea, and then she skips along a little further, and the person she meets is fucking Pierce Brosnan from Die Another Day, because he gets captured by North Korea in that film.
And he's getting like suffocated in ice baths.
That's right, yeah, and he skips along as
she meets him,
Scarecrow, and then she meets
so Pierce Brosnan's the Scarecrow.
Yep, and then she meets an athlete from South Korea, because one of them is going to get abducted. Because if you think that North Korea isn't in the South Korean Olympics, which is happening at the time of this recording, by the way.
It is. No, North Korea is in the South.
Yeah, no, if you think they're there for any other reason than stealing people / face, you're wrong,
/ face?
Yeah, well...
You want to take their face off?
No, basically, Trump did a whole load of insults to North Korea. And I think they're just at the South Korean Olympics to be like, hey, guess what? Trump isn't so bad. Fuck you. We're here.
Randomly, it's a random, but it's probably be a conversation for off air.
Maybe.
I would like us to not talk about Trump, because you know that whole thing of the more you talk about it, like, so a mass murderer, the more you talk about him, the more publicity you're giving him.
Yeah.
Trump's a fucking idiot. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah, he's a cunt.
I think we should try and avoid talking about him.
I think we should as well. But at the end of the day, the man asked a question. I'm trying to answer it, mate. I'm trying to answer it honestly.
I'm very sorry. It's not.
It's shot time in about 8 seconds, so fuck you. I didn't want to do a shot at the end. We had to do it anyway. So basically, Dorothy, she's got Pierce Brosnan. She's got some athlete that's been stolen from the South Korean Winter Olympics. The last person she meets is Kim Jong, and to get her back home to Kansas, he fires a missile at it. Now you go.
Missile lands in Kansas, everyone's happy.
Everyone dies. Yeah, I know. Watch 3 Billboards.
Yeah. That's literally what I was going to be like. Let's wrap this up. Watch 3 Billboards, because it is great.
Thanks for some great questions, Isaac.
Yeah, Isaac,
I really appreciate those Simpsons references, even though Mike doesn't.
If I'm totally honest, I'm so drunk, I don't know if we did justice to his answers or not.
No, I think we did, because you said the other day we need people to be less comical with their answers and more factual.
Because what's funny is we're drunk. Okay.
All right.
So let's wrap this up, yeah? So,
okay, all right, fine.
So, do you want to share this? Do you want to do it?
I want to share this. I want to say thank you to Isaac for asking those questions.
Okay, I also want to say thank you to Isaac, because he's our friend.
He's my friend.
No, he's our friend.
I really appreciate this.
We were in the same form at school.
We were.
I knew him.
And let's do some plugs. Jesus Christ, I'm drunk.
We're the Small Town Drunks. Thanks for listening. If you want to get in contact, hit us up. We're on Twitter at STDrunks. We'd love to hear
STD drunks. I've had a lot of tweets about their fucking herpes and shit. I don't want to know.
No, we're
ST drunks.
We're very aware that if you shorten it, we are the STDs.
Yep.
But
yep.
The Small Town Drunks. It's not a sexually transmitted disease. So yeah, Twitter. We've also got a YouTube channel, which is going to be Small Town Drunks.
Small Town Drunks. Just search.
Which is up.
It's not that hard. Search Small Town Drunks.
It's and we're going to put some trailers, maybe some live action. I don't know. We haven't really decided what we're going to do with it.
Live action adverts is what I pitched.
You might
earlier.
get to see Nathan's face if you're lucky.
It's disgusting. I'm covered in sores.
You want to tell them about the Facebook?
Facebook is just Small Town Drunks again. You know,
just search Small Town Drunks on Facebook.
I will reply to you. I will. And you go.
Now I go. Okay. And a Gmail, smalltowndrunks@gmail.com. If you like, we would genuinely.
Gmail.com.
Anyone who listens to this, we would love to hear your thoughts.
Gmail.com.
We'd love you to do a questionnaire.
Yeah, we'd love you to do Gmail.com.
We'd love you to do a questionnaire.
I didn't choke during the whole
Have you looked at me through your pop filter?
No.
It looks real weird.
Oh,
man.
shit.
Yeah, how weird does that look?
That's ridiculous. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah,
come on.
So,
all right.
Yeah, hit us up. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We'd love you to fill a questionnaire in. We're the Small Town Drunks.
You're Mike. I'm Nath. Let's do this.
I'm Mike. You're Nath.
You're Mike. I'm Nath.
Sweet. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll catch you soon.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.